It's going to be a random. It's going to be a random land map, a standard game. Arena, we have got two observers right in the game, and I am hoping they will resign. They better resign, else it's going to be a problem. So I've noticed there has been some issues with YouTube broadcasting. Sometimes the sometimes the connection breaks, and there are these pauses in the game. Everyone resign. Okay, so we got Jack here in red. Oh man, this is not going to be good. Maybe next time I won't have any other observers in the game. Because since this is being broadcasted directly, it's better if everybody just stays in. Yeah, just watches it on YouTube directly. So Jack is lagging out. I hope. Oh man, that's not good for the game. Alright, then Jack has dropped. So time to start another one. Alright, back in lobby. So yesterday I broadcasted a live Nomad 1 vs 1 and a team game, and it's normal to find more players interested in playing Nomad, and I've been wondering why there is a decline in Standard. One of the obvious reasons that people state is because Standard is a little fast paced, and it's easy for new players to get discouraged before they get discouraged easily because the game is too fast. Before they get any chance to boom or even survive for long, they are kicked out. I hope we can have some standard players. And so Red Bull has joined here. I wonder if Cazador will be interested in playing against Red Bull. I observed a game a while back between Red Bull and Cazador, and Cazador seems to be a good player. He beat Red Bull at least in one of the games, so he's a decent standard player right now. Okay, I'll be letting people know that they cannot be observing unless they are playing. Players. Alright, so Red Bull, will you be playing? I'm wondering where is Cazador? Does he? So it looks like Cazador has his game must have stopped responding because even in the waiting screen he was not there. So let's wait for him to come back unless somebody else wants to. Okay, if Red. Let me see. So this often happens. I know I wouldn't want to be playing casting a game where both the players are not equally matched. It's just not fun to comment on any of the players just because of the imbalance in the game. And yeah, once I decide who we're going to play, I'm going to kick out everybody else. I don't want a lagging game right here. And Red Bull seems to be AFK. What's happening to them?
No.
Okay, no. All right. So we need a proper match for Red Bull right now. Let's see. I've heard. Okay, I understand. Yep. It's often difficult to find players who are equally matched. Bull has also left the game, so I guess this is not going to be a pro standard game right now. Maybe can have. So because of this reason, I wonder if hosting a Nomad 1 would have been better. So I can give a try to these people. I don't know them. I have no idea how good they will be. Do you think it's worth giving it a chance? So that's the thing with standard. I know it's very interesting, but well, if there are no players, Jack versus River. Zane. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be Jack versus River. Jack did drop last game. I hope it doesn't happen again. While there's a nice game going on the other side, I do want to join this Nomad no-noob game. But anyway, let's try something less fun, but it might be interesting. Don't lag. Else you'll be banned forever. Alright, so we start now. This is going to be a regular standard 1 versus 1. I have no idea how these two people are. They say they are inters. So I'm expecting a decent quality game, even if not the top class game as we have seen some in the past. Okay, and it has started. We have. Oh yeah, let's resign. On the red side, we have Jack with Buntu, and on the yellow side, we have River with Inca. So I will judge them initially based on their decisions, and I'll decide if they are actually worth playing in this game or not. So far, I'm not seeing anything noob-like. They are sending villagers to at least red is sending villagers to scout. Yellow also seems to be sending the villagers to scout. For some reason I cannot see his yeah, so since it's a live game and I just resigned, I'm not an actual observer. I cannot see what he's up to. So he must have gone science. I hope he went science, and he is getting dock. On the other side, Buntu player is getting science and civ. The scout is not an auto scout, which is a big relief for me. So game is not going to be disaster. There comes the first city while the red player is getting farms. He is working on his eco. It's the first city, and actually he doesn't seem bad. He does seem to have a second villager right here ready to build the city, or am I just assuming? So Bantu gets a real nice advantage because of their cheap cities, like horribly cheap cities, and the fact that they get 2 cities right away with the first civic. And because of those 2 cities, they can start trading with 2 caravans early in the game, which is a big deal. On a land map, Bantu can reach a good amount of wealth income through trade a lot earlier than any other nation. And I mean with trade, not just wealth, because if you just look at wealth, Inca is the fastest, no doubt about it. And look at that border push. He already controls a lot of map because of those 3 cities. Looking at the rare resources, he got papyrus here. Papyrus is an awesome rare. I expect to see some booming early in the game. And there is peacock. Peacock is fine. Wool is also fine. And on yellow side we got wine. Spice is somewhere in the boundaries, so I am not expecting anybody to be able to utilize this for a long time. And this is not kind of rare worth fighting for. It's common if nobody even tries to use it. Some of the rares that are worth fighting for are like silver, where you can quickly take its advantage, click on the age and still move your merchant away, or something like any of the 4 library research rares like papyrus, silk, dye, or furs. All of those are still kind of worth fighting for. And we are looking at a nice strategy here. Bantu have fast infantry, and their light infantry raid is especially very irritating for the enemies, because light infantry are hard to chase, and their only counter in the ancient age at least is the heavy infantry. So light infantry raid by Bantu is quite difficult to counter unless you quickly go age up or get a senator or a stable. And hoplites coming from red. No, you should not be chasing that scout. That's okay. So he wasted some time in chasing that scout, and he in that way he also alerted red that he is coming with a rush or an ancient raid. Red is taking the detour, coming back from this side. He will hopefully he will find this wine merchant, but all of this has given enough time for it to yellow for getting a barrack. I hope so. In such a condition, you should be sending all your villagers to their barracks because if that barracks is stopped, that can create a lot of problems for you. Well, yellow got lucky there. Red did not see his barracks. He found that wine and he decided to go there as soon as possible. While red is doing really fine right here. He's got metal mine coming. He has a temple in his foremost city. He's constantly raiding. And so there comes in a bowman from yellow. Is red going to respond to that? No, he is not going to. And there comes a senate. So both of them are going senate, and I will say right here that these at least red looks like an interplayer at least. At least he's an interplayer because he has been using Bantu really nicely. Here comes the university. He has got a dock town. He's going to start shipping a little late. Yes, he's a little late for shipping, but it doesn't matter. He has raided yellow. He has forced him to get a barracks down here, and yellow city placement. I don't know if that was a bad choice or not. Since he already had the woodcutter camp here, he was bound to get the city right here. But because of this city, now he is losing this mountain, and this mountain is barely in his territory. So he's stuck with only a single safe mountain, and this mountain is going to be difficult for him to get unless he goes civic 2 and gets a city here. Another barrack coming from yellow. Now I'm starting to doubt his skill level, or unless he has something in mind. Is he trying to do a heavy infantry rush? I do not know. I would expect him to go get a stable right here. But let's see, let's wait. Red seems to be doing fine. He went directly for the senator. And this becomes a very easy raiding spot there, because it's so convenient to just get here right in the middle of the caravan spot and start raiding. Red has shown some nice skills. Red is even researched civic 2. Oh my, okay. Alright, I'll have to say Red has played it really well. River was not able to stand up to it, and a part of it, I think River resigned too early. He should have got a stable here. He should have also researched military level 2, started raiding him back. With this city, Red would have denied yellow both of these mountains. Not good for yellow in the end. Alright, so that's it. Let's see if we can find any other players to help play some standard. So it looks like letting Jack play was a good idea. He's not an old player. At least this is not an ID that I have seen before, because his rank doesn't show up. He's not played a lot of games, but he did play really well. So let me ask if redbul would like to play with him. So there are these players in the game. Oh, Hockey Star is here. Oh man, I wish I could get Hockey Star here. And get Hockey. Alright, Hockey. I will be commentating. So. Alright. So this is going to be an advanced match. A little different from what we saw in the last game, because I would say the players were not evenly matched. This is going to be a nice one. Do you want a random land for Sahara? A lot of advanced players prefer to play Sahara. I myself prefer to play Sahara just because it... Alright then. So Sahara is a lot fun to observe, but let's see. Alright, so let's just go random land map in this one. Hockey Star has got Egyptians. Nice, and it's old world, so it's not going to be too different from Sahara. And Red Bull has got Romans. Romans versus Egyptians. This is a typical Rise of Nations combo, and I won't say any one of them has an edge. Some of those combos are really badly paired, like the Mongols and Chinese combo. It is just too difficult for Chinese to survive Mongols because just how slow they are and how fast Mongols are. Another bad combo is the French and Russians. It just hurts to see Russians suffer against French because the French healing bonus undoes everything that the Russians stand for. And I'm excited for this game. Hockey Star is ready for the city. We're looking at nice rares being collected. And as you can see, Hockey Star has sent 2 villagers to get the city down, and this is something I want. If you are a nomad standard intermediate player or a noob, this is something you should keep in mind. Complete yours first. You should get your city down as soon as possible, and next you should get your city down with 2 villagers. This makes sure that even if your opponent is rushing with a civilization like Iroquois or Aztecs, and he is too fortunate to find your city right away, you can get your city finished before he has a chance to deny you the city. Because denying the city leaves you with idle time, and you end up wasting a lot of resources in completing that city while it's being attacked, and it's just a lot of mess. It pushes you way back in the game, and gives your opponent an edge. So is it worth sending another villager from taking it off from farms or woodcutter? Yes, it is. It's completely worth it. So here goes the second woodcutter camp here, and it's not surprised that Egyptians are a little fast in a little bit in the beginning. Like, you might be wondering why he has a market already while Red Bull was a little late for the market. It's just because of the additional food bonus that Egyptians get. They are, so right now Hockey Star has plus 10 more food income because of these 5 farms and a granary compared to what Red Bull has. But to his defense, Red Bull gets a free military upgrade, so that's also nice. And there's not a lot of obstructions in this map, except this single river that separates Red Bull from Hockey Star. So apart from this is quite similar to a Sahara map. Let's look at the rare resources. So there's not a lot of rare resources on Old World. That's one of the things that about Sahara. I think Sahara has a lot of rare resources. Right here we got, he knows about tobacco. I'm not sure if Hockey Star knows about dye or not. We'll soon find out. So I assume he does not, because he's sending his merchant to tobacco instead of dye. So maybe he does not find out. Is he going to? No, Red Bull is going to find out about this dye soon. And that's all the rare resources Hockey Star has. On the other side, Red Bull has got marbles, a quite useless resource, and both of them are collecting diamonds. Now this is going to be a deciding point, who gets to keep the diamonds. And it looks like the diamonds are closer to Red Bull than they are to Hockey Star. So even if Hockey Star gets a city right here, he will not be able to control the diamonds. While if Red Bull gets a city right here, he can control these diamonds. And Romans already have a lot more wealth than other civilizations, and with that diamond, Romans can be really powerful. On the other side, Red Bull also has relics and silver. I'll have to give this one to Red Bull. He has better rares of the 2 halves of the map. There comes a stable from Hockey Star. While Red Bull already has a barracks, he's going to raid that diamond. A good idea. because Hockey Star would have raided this diamond anyway, but since Red Bull is already there, he's the first person to remove Hockey Star. He's also the first person to now safeguard this diamond for himself. So he's got a 64, yeah, plus 64 wealth, which is a decent wealth income for early in the game. I mean, I'm actually downplaying how decent that is. That's a good wealth income. That's not decent. A temple coming from Red Bull. It's possible he is either he's either trying to deny this diamond to Hockey Star, or he's also going to go for he's also going to go for Civic too. We don't know which one it is. So that temple definitely helps. Look at that villager fight that horse. Oh, the camel. Nice, the brave villager has died. We will remember you, brave villager. So it's clear now that Hockey Star, the only good raid in his territory, is not known to Hockey Star at the moment. Else, why would he go Civic 2 without using this? Doesn't make sense. But he's not doing bad. He has got farms, and since Egyptian farms generate wealth. Oh no, that would be really bad. Oh my god, I can't believe Hockey Star just lost his patriot. This is not. I mean, this senator. This is not the kind of play we see from pro players like Hockey Star and Red Bull. That was really bad. Meanwhile, Red Bull does not look like Red Bull has got his government, and well, he doesn't need a government right now. All he needs to focus on is to get this city down as soon as possible. And lucky for him, Hockey Star has not chosen to get his city right here. If he had, he would have a better control over diamonds than Red Bull, or at least Hockey Star would have denied him the diamonds. But at this point, it's just diamonds is completely with Red Bull. All he needs to do is get a tower in front of it, and it'll be fine. While we are here, let's look at the economy stats. Both have got the same amount of ruins, and Hockey Star easily has a lot more resources right now. He's also started getting knowledge, and thanks to that, oh my god, no, don't lose that. It's so bad for Hockey Star. The only rare resource he's using and he can use is this tobacco. He does not know about this, so there's no way he's using dye. Don't lose that senator again. But Hockey is playing. He is playing a booming game right here, and you can see that farm bonus is so good. Like each farm generates +2 wealth. That he has almost as much wealth as Romans with diamond. Oh, I'm sorry, Romans without diamond, which is a good comparison because Romans get a lot of wealth. His 3 cities are generating together 30 wealth alone, and then he got what, 1 market, so that's 40 wealth. So he's generating about 40 from his buildings and 40 from his trade. Finally, he has found out about dye. Red Bull is using his marbles to get a hanging gardens down, and it's a good idea because at this point, Hockey Star doesn't look like he is in a condition to attack Red Bull. Red Bull already has the edge. He has a bigger and more diverse army among the two. Red Bull also has Despot, so the Despot allows him to take a little more risk than a Senator because the Despot gives you cheaper army. And this is a nice economy from Hockey Star. I wonder if he would be getting a wonder for himself. He should get a wonder for himself. That will be nice to see. There comes a barracks. Now this place, this is a raiding ground. This is a big raiding ground. Oh my god, I cannot believe Red Bull lost that heavy cavalry. He must be busy in something else. Oh, and that's going to compel Red Bull to quickly age up because he is going to lose this silver merchant. So, yeah, I assume he's going to be aging soon. And yeah, he clicked up before you lose the rare resource and its advantage. Just age up. A nice strategy. Hockey has an awesome economy here. Just look at that. The food is almost 190. So if any of you missed that, let me tell you that he went Science 3. With Science 3, he got the free granary upgrade right here. Because Egyptians get a free granary upgrades. And so that's why his economy is so nice here. If he adds a granary here, it will be flashing right here with food. He's also getting another research called herbal lore, and a lot of newbies don't understand how important research is because it provides you with faster production of foot or like infantry and cavalry. That does make a lot of difference, especially when you're booming and you don't know when your opponent is going to attack. This research can save you. It can, if you want a sudden burst of unit production, it's going to be helping you. So while Red Bull has that wonder, he still doesn't have as much knowledge income as Hockey Star, and his eco is nowhere as good either. Looks like Red Bull has not found relics. Oh man, the relics would definitely help him. Hockey Star is in full boom mode. He has got the printing press upgrade. Not the printing press, the literacy, I think literacy upgrade. He has got the carpentry upgrade that provides you with better wood yield. A smelter coming here. He's got the next commerce upgrade. I know Red Bull is thinking right now that he's the one booming and keeping Hockey at bay, but it's actually the other way around. And since none of them are into actually attacking each other with full force, they are not paying a lot of focus on metal. And so this is a great way to boom. You want to put your villagers to food and wood first, if you can. If you're not in a place where you have to constantly fight with your opponent, so you don't have to spend as many resources. Another heavy cavalry got bribed by Hockey Star. What are you doing, Red Bull? I know Red Bull sometimes plays like that when he's drunk. Is he drunk right now? I have no clue, man. For the next upgrade of the city. And there comes a civic upgrade. He can even go for a science 4 right now. He's got enough resources. There comes a granary. Oh my god, the completion of this granary is going to be so satisfying, because the moment it completes, his food is going to start. Yeah, his food is going to start flashing. Alright. Red Bull has made a fort near his silver. He's got his diamond covered, so yeah, he's got the important rares secured. Red Bull still is nowhere close to it's close to as good an economy. Now what I would say Red Bull made a mistake right here is that he went despot, and if you go despot, you are losing all that benefit from the senator government. So if you're losing the benefits of senator government, you better take advantage of all the despotic government, because he did not raid as hard as I had expected him to. In fact, right now it looks like he's the one defending, while it should have been the other way around. And you can see here, Hockey is he has all the upgrades required to, like, he can click up on gunpowder and he'll be ready to go to enlightenment age right away. And I wouldn't be surprised if Red Bull is doing the same. So they both are kind of faking their age. So, and it's a common strategy in advanced games. You would try to make your opponent think that you're really behind, you are still at a medieval age, you are suffering, but actually you are ready to go to 2 ages in advance. So he has enough researchers to go enlightenment age, and he's waiting for Red Bull to age in advance, because if Red Bull ages first, he is going to Hockey Star is going to get a 20% discount on the knowledge income. So he'll be saving 80 knowledge right there, and he'll also be getting a 10% discount on the food income. So that's why it's preferable to age after your opponent, because you get the better deal. But at the same time, if your opponent has everything ready, like if Red Bull had all the siege ready and the units ready, then in that case Red Bull would have attacked him right away before Hockey Star has the time to age up. So he started aging up as soon as he clicked. And look at that. That's a cheaper age upgrade. So yeah, in such a situation, if you think your opponent is booming, he is trying really hard to get into an age higher than you. He has the upgrades for an enlightenment age, but he seems like to be in a medieval. Either you outboom him, or you have all the siege required. Prepare at least 3 siege units, have enough army, and start bombarding his city the moment you age. Don't give him the time to up the age and protect himself. There comes the next upgrade for university. I'm really curious to see what Red Bull is up to. See also, so they both have comparable scores. So I don't think Hockey Star has that much of an advantage. I wouldn't be surprised if they both go to enlightenment age right away. But look at that economy, man. Red Bull does have a nice 220 economy, but Hockey Star is plus 50 above that. And on top of it, Hockey Star also has the Colossus, so he's got a much better wealth income and a much better wood income. He's going to eventually get that better wood income. There comes the enlightenment age upgrade. He's also going for monarchy. I wonder if he is going to get a siege. So since he's not getting a siege workshop, I assume he wants to wait a little bit more. Yeah, it does look like he wants to wait a little bit more. He did upgrade all his units, but he doesn't have any siege ready, so he still needs time. Right, he still needs time to attack him, and meanwhile Red Bull is going to be on his way to enlightenment age. Meanwhile, Hockey Star has been raiding more than Red Bull. I wonder why isn't Red Bull raiding enough? He's more into booming, but if his plan was to boom, why did he go despot? Well, let's find out if this was a nice move or not. Seeing all the upgrades. Oh, I'm sorry. Who is making this up? Yeah, so Red Bull is making the Wonder, not Hockey Star. I thought Hockey Star was making it. And it could be that this is just for a raid. Hockey is not interested in taking that city down. I mean, he's got all the resources he can get at this point. Well, yeah, Red Bull has just aged, so he does not have the upgrades, unit upgrades. Oh, is he gonna get that? No. And that mine was unprotected. It's going to be raided. Red Bull just lost 120 metal income for some time. And Hockey is continuously sending more units. It looks like Hockey is just going to raid right here. He is not interested. Yeah, he's not interested in attacking. He's just going to slow him down till the point that he can get another age advantage. Red Bull has secured the tobacco for himself as well. That's a nice replacement. Red Bull has also got sulfur. Look at all these rare resources in his territory. This is kind of unfair. And Hockey Star's Monarch is losing HP due to this city fire. It's not a lot, but he could be dead soon. And this seems, I think Red Bull may call a GG very soon, because Red Bull has been raided a lot. He is going to lose that Monarch. Red Bull has placed, Hockey Star has placed that Explorer right there, and I hope he does not move that, because it's a good way to keep looking at what's happening in this city. And there is a general right here to give these units the armor bonus. And look at Red Bull's wealth income. What that raid did to him. He's down to 190. His metal is dwindling, and his food and wood are just right there, 220. While Hockey Star is booming the shit out of everybody. And Red Bull is utilizing his spies, a good idea at this point, and seems like Red Bull has caught up. Thanks to the free heavy infantry that Romans get with every barracks, Red Bull is back in the game. Looks like Hockey Star needs to retreat, but he has done a lot of damage here. The economies are varying, but it does not mean Red Bull cannot take him down right now. It's turning into quite an interesting game. I do not know what research that Red Bull has done yet, but Red Bull clearly has a better knowledge income now than Hockey Star. Here's this battle, and a stable coming from Red Bull. There's like 4 barracks, 3 stable, third stable coming here. Hockey Stars realized he cannot take on this. He needs to retreat. So that's the thing. Hockey Star does not have as many buildings as Red Bull does. He's like 2 of each, but Red Bull has 3 and 4 of each. It might have been a good idea to, continue that attack, go inside, raid something. Hockey Star is going for the military upgrade. He has enough knowledge to go to industrial age right now. Oh man, that economy is awesome. It's just so satisfying to look at this. While and Hockey Star doesn't seem to be too much. He does not want to get that wood at the plus 50 that's provided by Colossus. I don't know why, but yeah, that's fine if he doesn't want to. There comes the industrial age upgrade from Hockey Star. Red Bull is not there yet. Red Bull is trying to attack with these cannons, so I assume Red Bull wants to finish it as soon as possible. But this city is so well placed, and if Red Bull wants, he can utilize this city as a raiding hub. All he needs to do is get a general, an explorer, and a stable here, and keep sending units right here. Get this choking point. Oh man, and that lumber mill is going to be outside the range of the city. Oh, I see what Hockey Star wanted to do there. He wanted to risk even losing a unit if he could take down that silver merchant, but his ranged cavalry started attacking the fortress instead of the merchant. So no, can't can't help. They both are so close to in scores, even though Hockey has researched something and his knowledge just went boom. And this is a major city now. Major cities are really hard to beat because they got what, 11,000 hit point. That, and compared to 3,000 of a large city, that's so unfair. It's like a almost a 3 times increase in the hit points. And that age advantage is going to give Hockey a little edge right now, because by the time Red Bull upgrades these units, most of them will be there. And entering the industrial age poses another challenge, that you need to be quick in getting the oil. One of the easiest ways to get oil is to research capitalism. This way you can get a lot of oil, but it costs a lot of metal. Usually knowledge is not a problem, but that metal is too much. So he's a little. He has started oil collection. Got two of his oil rigs ready, and getting that first tank upgrade is important, because this tank is so much more better than the cuirassiers or the heavy cavalry that are in the Enlightenment age. Red Bull has gone for capitalism. So he's got additional +2 armor for every. Oh, I'm sorry, capital. I was confusing it with socialism. So he already got a lot of oil bonus, and he has got a +100 oil income right away. While that raid did affect a little bit, not a lot. Look, I think even with 2 caravans, Red Bull has 350 of wealth income. This is a big boom fest for Hockey Star, but it seems like because of these wonders, because of the porcelain tower and the hanging gardens, Red Bull is catching up. Do you think Red Bull should have got that Colossus a lot earlier? Well, at least, Hockey Star should have got that earlier. I do believe the moment he saw Red Bull getting hanging gardens, it would have been a nice time to get Colossus. And he needs to, so he's getting socialism instead of capitalism. He just killed his monarch, and you know what that means. That means Red Bull is going to march ahead as soon as possible. He would like to use that opportunity to start reducing the city, because without the monarch, the general only provides the regular armor bonus, while the monarch provides an additional bonus for the cavalries, or in this case the tank. And Hockey Star tried to snipe the CEO, almost got it. A reason a lot of standard game players, including me, try to avoid the game getting into Enlightenment age is because the game reaches another level of complexity in this industrial age. You suddenly have to deal with so much more. You get a different kind of unit, like machine guns, the flamethrowers. The commandos are not just regular scouts now. They have so much more they can do. You have an extra resource you need to worry about. You have to start making aircrafts, and that's a lot of things to suddenly incorporate into your already stressed out game. That's why it's a lot common that players don't like to get their game after, like, they don't want to continue the game after Enlightenment age. They want to finish it right there. Oh man, and Red Bull is continuing to make his wonders. Although that's that Versailles would have been a better wonder with socialism, because one of the things that Versailles does is it provides you with healing bonus in everything that's in the, what is it called? Yeah, the supply wagons range. And the capital CEO does not provide a supply wagons range, so he will have to separately carry a supply wagon now. There comes the next upgrade from. Oh, looks like Hockey Star is ready to go to modern age. And the same thing for Red Bull. He has the sixth military upgrade already, because the Romans get an automatic armor upgrade. They don't need to do anything about it. Hockey Star still leads in the economy easily, except the oil. And their stars are aerial battle. Red Bull is ready with a lot of fighters. At least it looks like it. Ooh, Hockey Star does not have a lot of army. I mean, Red Bull doesn't either, but Red Bull does seem to have some plan for the air raid. Meanwhile, this city right here looks unprotected. If Red Bull launches sudden attack, Hockey Star would have to come running here, and it's going to be difficult to protect the city. It won't be a bad idea to drop down a tower here. And let me tell you why Red Bull reached modern age faster than Hockey Star. The relics provides him with a quicker research time. And even though he found it later, but remember, he has got this porcelain tower. Porcelain tower provides you with additional income from rare resources, a plus 200%. So if right now it's providing him a plus 30, it's not 20, he must have researched those temple upgrade. Plus 30 right now, so that means it must be providing him around 120 knowledge. No, not 120, I'm sorry, I'm bad at math sometimes. Around a 60 or 90, somewhere there. Is he going to take that city? It looks like it. It looks like it. No, he does not want. Red Bull did not come in front. I don't know why he wouldn't come out. Could it be because of the fighter planes? And both of them have started launching their fighter planes. Red Bull has this armored scout car there to raid, but he has just forgotten about it, as it would be here. And there's no one to protect Red Bull, Hockey Star from this raid. So Hockey Star, he better start putting at least a tower right here. Here comes a pyramid. That's okay. Hockey Star calls the GG. Looks like he does not want to continue this anymore. And in fact, I will not be putting any random landmap from now on for standard. The games are too long. I would rather have a Great Sahara. This was an awesome game. Red Bull clearly had the advantage of the rare resources, and he played very well by keeping on building on wonders. This marble actually turned out to be an excellent rare for him. He used marbles, got 2 great rares, or actually 3 great rares: Hanging Gardens and Porcelain Tower and Versailles. These are too good. And while Hockey Star did get Colossus, it was late. And Pyramid, I don't think it would have helped him at this point. He should have got it way back. Let's look at some stats. So economy wise, right, Hockey Star was ahead in all these 4 major things. But where he did not do well was the military power. He did not micromanage his army. He had minor issues, but I really enjoyed this game, and I'm looking forward to another one if these guys are coming back. So let me invite Red Bull. Oh man, don't start another game, just come in here. Alright, so Sims is here, and I wonder if Hockey will be here too. Since we are 4 players, we can play a game, but it's going to be difficult for me.
Yes.
Yes, I had thought Hockey would win. Yes, Hockey's right there.
Yes.
Alright, so do we want a 1 versus 1, another 1 versus 1? Okay. So let me end this broadcast. So that'll be it for the 1 versus 1. I'm not sure if I'll be broadcasting again or not. Let me